Okay, boys and girls, today we are going to be talking about lines, shapes, and colors. So, the standard that we're going to be focusing on is creating works of art based on selected themes, and our theme is going to be focusing on the elements of art. So, your I can statements for this assignment will be I can create a digital design inspired by Wassily Kandinsky, and I can use lines, shapes, and colors to create a composition. And we're going to get into what those mean later on in the lesson. Our vocabulary is going to be Wassily Kandinsky, point, line, shape, color, design, and composition. Okay, so let's first start talking about Wassily Kandinsky. Now, yes, I am saying his name with a V instead of a W, okay? So when we are referring to his first name, we say Wassily instead of Wassily Kandinsky, okay? Kandinsky was an artist, and a few fun facts about Kandinsky is that he was born in Russia. So here we are in the United States of America, and he was born all the way over here, and roughly around here where Moscow, Russia is. Okay. Another fun fact about Kandinsky is that he actually used to be a lawyer. So he had a very successful career as a lawyer, and he loved art so much that he gave up his career as a lawyer to become an artist. Okay. And the last fun fact about Kandinsky is that he would listen to music while he was creating his art. So sometimes, depending on how fast or how slow the music was he was listening to, would kind of determine how his paintings would come out. Okay, so we're just going to take um, about three artworks of his to look at. Here's one of them. As you can see, he uses a lot of lines, he uses a lot of shapes and colors. Here's another one. These colors are very vibrant on this one. The blues and the yellows really stick out. Here's another one. A lot of his work can kind of seem chaotic. So that is just a little bit of detail about Kandinsky. Okay, so let's get into some of this vocabulary. Lines. Now, we've already talked about lines a few times within the school year, but a line is a path created by a point moving in space. So a line can define shapes and outlines. So guys, simply a line starts with a point, and from that point, if you move it through space, you have a line, okay? Now, there are all different kind of lines that we can talk about. Straight up and down lines are called vertical lines. Lines going side to side are horizontal lines. Slanted lines are called diagonal lines. We also have dashed lines and dotted lines, curved lines, wavy lines, zigzag, scallop, castle, loopy, and spiral. So lines can lead into shapes. So all shapes are flat enclosed areas of art created by lines, okay? So as long as you have drawn a certain amount of lines and they at some point meet, you have created a shape, okay? And so, for instance, if we take these two lines right here, there are several ways that we can turn them into shapes. We can draw a line going out to make that an oval or a circle. We could come behind this line and make it like a crescent moon to make it a shape. Same thing over here. You can connect this line and turn it into a shape. So here's what I did. Okay. Do you see how my lines are now shapes? So basically, our points lead to lines and our lines lead to shapes. And then when we're talking about color, for this assignment, I'm pretty much going to let you guys do what you want when it comes to color. You can make your artwork with a scheme, so you can use primary colors, secondary colors, warm colors, cool colors, or you know what? If you want to use all of them, then use all of them, guys. The last thing that we're going to talk about is the word composition. Now, I feel like this is the biggest one. We haven't really addressed this year, but a composition is simply how you arrange things on your picture. So let's take a look back at Kandinsky's artwork right here. His composition is full. So here is his composition, the entire page. And if you can tell, he didn't just put a whole bunch of shapes and lines in only one area. He filled his entire composition, his entire page. And I want you guys to be focused on that when you are creating your artwork today. So again, composition is the way that you arrange elements in an artwork, okay? So on your page, you can have smaller shapes, bigger shapes, lines going diagonal, lines going across, zigzags, okay? You could use the same shape, okay? And do different sizes. This is all up to you guys, how you want to arrange your shapes and your lines and your colors on your paper, okay? If you don't like the way how Kandinsky's artwork is a little chaotic and all over the place, you can be more uniform and have organization to it. This is your composition, so I want you to do what you feel is best. So here is a composition that I worked on, and I'm going to show you guys how to do something like this. Okay, guys, so now we're going to get into the fun stuff. You guys are going to be using a website to create your own Kandinsky composition. So if you could take a look at this, this is an example of what you're going to be doing on the website that I provided you in your Google Classroom. I'm going to quickly show you what it looks like. This is what the website looks like. And from there, you are going to create your Kandinsky inspired composition. And you're going to use shapes and lines and remember the different types of lines. You can do zigzag lines and you could do wavy lines. Okay, so you're going to be creating your own work on your own composition on this website right here. For those of you that are new to using this website, I have a very in-depth video teaching you how to use it. So just click on the link in the description below, or you can click the link on the Google Classroom for you to learn how to use this website. And then I also have a video on how to turn in your work on Google Classroom. Okay, so click that video description link below as well. So just have fun. And if you really want to get the Kandinsky experience, put on some music while you are working on your composition online.